examining the dilemma, scrutinizing the issue. From Studio 14 in the KV lot, this is WAMW News.
Good evening. I've recently heard of a service that claims to help student candidates find jobs. Apparently, they work personally with the students to ensure their success. I have my doubts. So our crack team of investigative reporters, me, is going to go speak with Joe Joe Hatfield, career counselor with Indiana University Southeast Career Services Office. But first, I must look the part. Where's my tie? And somebody give me a box of cookies. Oh man. Right, we're in career services. We're gonna catch them off guard. Joe! Joe, can I ask you some questions? I've got cookies.
Cookies? Cool.
Joe? Joe?
Yes, Michael, how can I help you?
Now, Joe, Career Services claims to do a lot for students, but really, don't the students have to write the resumes, go to the interviews, and do all the hard work? What exactly does Career Services do for students?
Well, Michael, you're right. The student candidate has to go write their own resume. They have to go to the interview themselves, but we can help them prep for that. Before they get the interview, their resume has to do the work for them, or they'll sit at home wondering, what's going on? I'm not getting any calls. So that's where we come in. We're the prep person to help them prepare that resume, give them the tips that will help them make that a great, powerful resource for them to get the interview. And then we can do mock interviews to help them if they're struggling with questions that an employer might ask. Well, that's where we come in to help them work through those and to really pull their thoughts together so that that employer hears their strengths and their academic preparation to do that job. So they get the job. We want them to get the job offer. That's what a candidate wants.
What about those students who already have a good job or just want to get a degree so they can have a degree? What can you do for those students?
Well, sometimes students will have a great job, but they will not be promotable without a piece of paper that says bachelor's degree. And many times the employer will say that to them. Go back to school, get a degree, and then I will promote you. That student already has a fantastic job. The general studies program would be perfect for them. Then they can customize their degree program to the courses that they want to take. Maybe even the selecting courses for hobbies or special interest or a language. Might not have been required by the degree, but they want to get it, and because they know that will promote them even faster in their job. Some students also think they'll have their job forever. Right now with the recession, we know that's not true. So we want students to have a plan B. Even though they think they're only here to finish a degree to be promoted with ABC company, if they're ever laid off, if their company is taken over, they may come back to see us and say, oh my gosh, I do need a plan B. What else can I do now? And we're seeing students right now with that situation. So you never know what life's going to throw at you. We want you to be prepared.
So how does getting a broad education prepare students for life after college?
Well, life is more than just work. They will be prepared for work, though, because of all of the abilities they've gotten from their academic coursework, but hopefully they've taken things for fun. They've taken music appreciation, so now they understand a piece of music when they hear it. They embrace and go to art galleries because they had art appreciation or art history. It just enables them to have a little bit of everything in their life, and they might not have. If they've come from a small town or a small school, they might never have been exposed to the arts. So this enables them to have a true appreciation and to have a fuller life for themselves. And truly, in their work, that will come through. They will be recognized as someone that has been exposed and embraces the arts. And an appreciation maybe for community service, for volunteerism. That is another thing that many classes now will give them because of experiential education. And they fall in love with finding that this is a terrific resource. They find and network with people, they give something back, and their company many times has that philosophy of corporate responsibility and citizenship. So that's just a win-win for them, for this job and for future jobs.
Let's say a student uses your services. How much of a cut of his or her salary do you get to keep?
Our services are free to the student. They came to IU Southeast, they completed a degree, or even if they didn't complete their degree, Career Services is here to help them now and their entire life. The only time we would charge for anything would be if they take an assessment with us, a career assessment of some sort, or if they wanted to come to one of our special events such as an etiquette dinner. Then we do have a nominal charge for a dinner because we can't provide the food for free, or a networking event where employers come and network with students because we always have drinks and hors d'oeuvres. So again, we can't support that out of our budget. So we do have a little charge that we pass those along to students very nominally. But no, you will not have to pay an arm and a leg or part of your salary to come and use the Career Services staff and services.
So what I'm hearing is Career Services likes to get students drunk.
No, non-alcoholic drinks. Always.
Oh, okay.
All events are non-alcoholic. The only thing I want to go back to, one item you mentioned earlier about the internet, using the internet. Fabulous resources, but sometimes candidates and students rely on the internet too much and miss the face-to-face connections with people that are so valuable. So we want them to not only use internet and use it responsibly, but not rely on it 100% for their education resources for Career Services. There's a lot of information out there. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good, some of it's pretty bad. So we really want them to come in and use us as well. To know that, we're here for them. That's the reason we exist. Their tuition paid for our salaries. So not using us is like taking money to the mall, leaving it on the counter, and walking out with nothing. They've paid for us. They need to come in and see us and use our services.
Well, Jo, thank you very much for your time. It's been most informative.
I've enjoyed talking with you, Michael. Thank you.
So there you have it. Not only is Career Services free, they don't even take part of your paycheck. They simply work to ensure your post-college success. And now, out to the zoo where they're having one heck of a fun celebration. That's right, we're here to celebrate Coco's big day. That's right, he's 1 year old today. And zoo staffers tell me that they've got a special day. Oh, please. Do you really think we're fooling anybody with this cheesy little thing here? I mean, if this was a real lion cub, would I be able to do that? I don't think so. And what is with this backdrop here? God, if anybody needs me, I'll be in that cracker box you call a trailer.